Chief Meteorologist Chase Jones.
Well, I'm feeling much better. Things have cleared up, but you guys might as well have boosted your immune system because this cold weather is going to be sticking around for a week. Now, this cloud cover making its way in. I'm on the lookout for a little bit of overnight shower activity as this central pressure, this low pressure system starts to make its way over the Concho Valley tonight, but it will clear out of the way, and then we're holding on to those freezing temperatures for about a week. But it's already the second week of January, and it's already been a pretty good and pretty busy start. We're going to make sure you guys hold on to that resolution last night all the way down to those freezing levels, then a good 20-degree run all the way up into those upper 50s, but trust me, that cold weather made its way in significantly. It was noticeable this weekend, and then we just held on to that freezing weather, and we're just trying to keep warm right now. 58 in San Angelo, everybody else in a healthy combination of those mid to lower 50s across the entire area. You know, I'm looking for the shades of blue to make their way in off from the west as I'm on the lookout for a little bit of rain. 61 in Coleman, 54 way down there in Ozona, looking like 7 degrees across the entire Concho Valley for a cold start to the second week of January, but we're already on the countdown to the Olympics, Valentine's Day, and the Super Bowl, so it's going to be a busy February right behind a busy January. Dew points are way down there in those teens, all the way up into those 20s, while humidity indices are also in those teens, all the way up into those 30s. But we're going to see how much this moisture value rises by tonight with some of this drier weather making its way in. Now, we talk about the high pressure off the west coast. Now, take a good look. It will work in tandem with the Rocky Mountains, and that's going to allow the cold weather to make its way down from the north, and it's going to stay that way for about a week. Look how it just circulates on the eastern side of the United States, and that means all that cold weather is going to hover right here in the Concho Valley because we're always on the tail end of it. Of course, atmospheric moisture is showing us where the moisture's on its way out, but look how strong the shades of brown are. We get it. It's going to be dry weather. Look how strong that is. It's not actually even that dark on satellite imagery. We get it. It's going to be some dry, cold weather. Of course, the temperatures are also showing us this reflection, but off the west coast, I'm keeping my eye on that heat dome, the resurgence of temperatures, because some areas like Cheyenne, Wyoming, we'll see about 60 degrees in the middle of January. Of course, when we're looking at the National Weather Service, let me rewind a little bit. Of course, we were looking at some weather before the show. Jose and I saw some areas near Washington, Wyoming, and parts of, I think, Utah have seen avalanches already this year, and they're testing some of those avalanche conditions there in Colorado. That's how strong some of this winter weather is going on. Now, more is on its way down from Montana, and of course, I have my eye on this circulation somewhere around the Big Bend region making its way in by tonight. Now, the satellite is showing us where the low cloud cover is on its way in, but the Futurecast is going to show you where I'm on the lookout for a little bit of overnight rain. Now, I am on the lookout for some flooding with that colder weather, so get inside and then stay warm. By tomorrow morning, it will completely clear out of the way. Then we're dealing with some of those freezing temperatures for the rest of the week. But take a good look as I zoom out. A monster winter storm pushes off towards the northeast where all that cold air sinks in from the north and keeps us that way for about a week. So tonight, all the way back down into those lower 40s, on the lookout for a little bit of light rain. Then tomorrow, a good run at those lower 60s, waiting for the rain to clear out, but then right back down near those freezing levels. So we're just trying to find ways to stay warm until I find the warm up. As we get closer towards the weekend, we're really just fighting back and forth with those 60s and those 70s, but take a good look at those overnight lows, just fighting back and forth with those freezing levels. Stay tuned. We'll have more with the break. You're watching KSAN News at 5.